welcome back to the City of Palms podcast. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know, truthfully. I don't know, man. We got new episodes coming every Monday. And if you're watching or listening to this, you already know that. So welcome back. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. It's been a really good day. How are you?
I'm good, man. I honestly can't complain. I've been doing good. Everything's good on my side. Back at work, grinding that out. Still haven't gotten my hair cut, so that's a tragedy. That really is a tragedy.
Are you going to? Are you going to go soon? Since you've been kind of back out and about?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to, but I want to, but at the same time, I feel like it's just like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to, but it's a haircut at the end of the day. It's like, I want one very bad. I need to be clean, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I want one. Honestly, if it were just up to me, I'd probably get one. Okay, so for anyone listening who doesn't know, I've been back at work. I'm sure a lot of people are getting back to work, and that's good as long as we're doing it in safe fashions, I'd say, because the old Rona's still out there, but
Old Rona.
old Roni. But yeah, so now you got to be careful. Do what you can. I'm talking like I know what I'm saying. I don't even know, but I'm just like freaking whatever. No, but for real, like as I've been working, I don't know. Well, after quarantine. Okay, so I stopped working for over 2 months, and now as I'm working again, I just feel like I don't know, man. It's really crazy to think like how no matter like what no matter what job you had or have or schooling or whatever, when this thing came, dude, it's just like everyone had time off. You know what I mean? Everyone had to take 2 months off at least, and a lot of people lost jobs for permanent. A lot of places closed down, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just
Everything just paused.
yeah, it's just crazy, dude. It's just crazy to think like I don't know, man. For what?
It got you reconsidering some things, right?
Like, dude, like yeah, like for what is it worth? For if you're gonna, I mean, I'm not knocking on college kids or for going to school, but like for anything, bro. Like for anything, dude. Just what's it worth? Like if I don't know. I think it's something we've got to consider all in all. Just even as like everyday things, bro. Be like I don't know. I don't want to sound
Do you think certain jobs are going to be irrelevant after
I
all
do.
of this?
Absolutely.
Not be
absolutely. And I think that's already like it's slightly coming into play. Like I don't know, dude. I think over time, eventually, there will be nobody working at fast food restaurants. I think they'll
What about theme parks, movie theaters?
That's tricky. I mean, movie theaters, no, dude. Movie theaters, absolutely not. I don't think there would be people there. There'll be no need to. You'll be able to get your ticket. You can already buy it and buy it on your phone and scan it, and like there's literally just gonna be a robot for that, like a robot for everything. A robot that, and you and bro,
true.
you don't want to go against that robot. You may just think, oh well, I don't have a ticket. I'll just go against the robot. It's just a robot. What's it gonna do? Oh, bro, those robots are freaking trained by the
Halt, present ticket.
They'll throat punch you for real, get you to the ground.
Halt, present valid ID. But what other no, dude, I was thinking about the whole like delivery concept because the past couple days, Kyle, he got DoorDash delivered here, he got Moe's delivered here, and then today he got groceries delivered here through Instacart. And I've been doing Instacart a little bit, and I've been thinking, like, I feel like it's gonna expand here real quick.
Oh, bro, it is
because
bro,
already
it is.
there's so many.
Bro, in LA, in other places, things are getting delivered by drone, so you don't even need to fly. You don't even need to fly, or you don't even need to drive. It's fly. Drone. There you go. I see you back on the camera. Hey, we back.
Hey, what's up?
So, yeah, dude, drone. Yeah, bro. People like pharmacies. People are getting their medicine delivered to them via drone.
No way.
Maybe. I could be capping. I could be capping. That's the great thing about this podcast. We don't run fact checks.
No, but dude, aside from like Amazon and just like online shopping in general, I feel like local businesses and stuff, just and just more grocery stores in general and stores in general, I guess, are gonna Gohan's up. Are gonna sign up for things like Instacart and Shipped and those sorts of things, so that from your room you could pretty much get anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because think about that, and then once the prices get lower, like how remember Uber used to be just for like, I don't know, in my eyes anyways, I always saw Uber as like expensive, you know? It's like I can't afford an Uber, but nowadays it's like everyone can afford it, you know? Just cuz it's become so regular. And yeah, I feel like Instacart's going to expand even more, and like more people are going to work for Instacart, and everyone's going to be getting their like every other person's going to be getting their groceries strictly off Instacart just because of like just because of the need right now.
Yeah, that's what sucks too, is because of the virus. Like me personally, I like grocery shopping. Like, bro, it's I
too.
love grocery shopping. So
Yeah.
I haven't really been since this whole thing. We went a few times recently, but I mean, I still wear a mask when I go grocery shopping and stuff like that. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
I'm still masked.
No, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still masked up. A lot of people are too, but a lot of people aren't at the same time. So
Yeah, man. I'm glad we got to skate today.
yeah, skating was good. Love skating, man. I wish that's another thing too, man. Skating. It's like as a skater, you come to realize like, okay, like every skater's dream, you want to be pro, you know, and then at some point you realize like I ain't being pro, so you got to come to terms with or you do go pro, you know. I'm not saying, but for me personally, I'm just speaking for me personally. Like, I know I'm not gonna go pro. I might get sponsored. What's up, dude? Companies, holler at me.
Revive skateboards.
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
up?
Revive. What's up? But like so you know, and then it's like you think like every possibility comes to you, like, cause for me, I love skating so much, so it's like if I could get paid and have something to do with skating, like, you know, let's go, you know what I mean? But obviously I want to get more than just get paid. Like, I don't want to work at like a skate shop or whatever, you know? So, like, unless I owned it, you know, and unless it's like a poppin' skate shop. But that's the thing, like, you just start to wonder, like, you know, what's it for me? And then as you get older and you start to do more things, and again, I'm just speaking for me. It's like I just start to wonder, like, you know, what's in it for me in the long haul, like, and I don't know. I'm sure everybody gets these thoughts, but like, you know, that's why we started this podcast, is to, like, you know, it's an outlet for us, hopefully, and I mean, it's fun for us, like, day to day, like that's why we do it as well. But like, but also, you know, it's a voice. It's our way to get like a voice out there, and it's our way that we found, especially now, to like get involved in the scene, and like it's just opened up so many doors and opportunities, and we've built these relationships and you know, but like friendships from it, and it's been great, and we've learned so much too. And it's just like, I don't know, you start to think, I guess, like, as days go by, and Corona could happen, something could happen, and just like that, you got to stop working for 2 months, or you don't have a job, or say it's more catastrophic. Say, like, bro, like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Godzilla walks through next. If Godzilla walked through New York City and wreaked havoc, and they're like, yeah, honestly, we don't know what's going on. Some giant dinosaur blew through New York City. Yeah, it'd just be like, yeah, it is 2020. You know what I mean?
It'd be just like breakfast table news. Oh, did you hear Godzilla walked up on the beach? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it leaves you wondering. Like I just hope I hope everyone can like it sucks like having to work a 9 to 5, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it really does, and you know, over I feel like 90% of freaking Americans have to do it, you know, because it's just how we
Yeah,
gotta
just to
how we
pay the
gotta
bills.
survive, yeah, make ends meet. But it's like if you're at least, and that's fine, and that can be fine for some people, and if you're at least, I would hope that when you're not working for someone else and you go home, you can at least work on your craft, work on something that means something to you, just like you said, you know,
Yeah.
when you know, like we both worked today during the daytime, and after we got off work we skated because that's like what we love. So I would just hope ultimately people can find like at least something that makes them happy when they're not working for other people. But me personally, I'm trying to freaking, man, I'm trying to be my own boss, bro. I'm trying to
Yeah.
see the big checks of a company. Like, you know, and where we're at now, bro, aside from everything I've already said, it's so possible, bro. It's so possible. Like, I'm not saying shit's easy, but because it ain't easy by any means, it ain't easy. But like I don't know, dude. I feel like it's a lot easier than a lot of people put on too. Like, and I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, it's already proven that, you know, as the generations go on, we get smarter. So you tell someone who's 40, 50, someone who's just a different generation, you know, you tell them, hey, I have a business idea. They're gonna be like, you're crazy. You know what I mean? They might tell you, you're crazy. You gotta work hard every day. You know what I mean? And then they'll tell you,
Go to business
I've worked
school.
you know, I've worked this for 35 years. I've worked, you know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
or go to school. You know, oh, you gotta go to school, and I went to school, and you know what I mean, got this job. You got to go to school. I mean, that's a big one. We hear like going to school our whole lives. Make sure we go to school, but like it's like at the end of the day, bro, if you can learn something, if you can if you can learn a skill, and then you can already monetize that skill if you're willing to take the risk. That's what it like boils down to, cuz 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 okay, take it from my perspective. Let's just say I learned construction. Say I work construction 5 years. So boom, got 5 years of construction under my trade. Hands-on training. That's good. That's good. You know what I'm saying? So you take that. I could continue working for someone else, making decent coin, or I could take that 5 years of experience, already knowing how to do a lot of things, and just take the risk, invest the money, get the license, and do the work yourself. Yeah, it's gonna be more like paperwork or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, dude, oh, the checks you see, like the checks you'll see, and it's not just from construction. Like, if you know construction, and you know how to fix up a house, uh learn a little bit more, learn real estate, and get your real estate license, do real estate, and like I don't know if I was telling you or mom earlier off air, if it's like, imagine a commission off real estate down here in Florida.
Yeah, flipping houses.
Houses $400,000-$500,000. Let me see 20% of that. Good night, bro. Let me see 20% of that. So like,
Yeah.
there's all these opportunities, and I feel like life's too short just to like I don't know, man. I've known too many people that just like go to work, go home, do whatever, like pointless. You know what I mean? Like watch TV or just play video games or whatever. Wake up, go to work, do the same thing in and out, and then they always complain,
Yeah.
like, and then they be complaining, and it's like life's just too short for that. Like, nothing's easy, you know. At no Like, nobody who made it was handed anything. They're having like, everyone has to take a risk, and And the scariest thing to think about is missing out on that paycheck that you've gotten for 5 years. You know what I mean? Like if you gained 5 years construction, you got that paycheck every Friday. Boom, this much, this much, this much. You know, it's reliable. If you
Yeah.
go out on your own, you ain't gonna get that. But like I was saying earlier, with like the generations getting smarter, it's just like that's what I feel like is what's in us. It's like what's in our blood. Because like I was saying, if you were
Yeah.
talking to someone who's like 40 to 50, not all 40 to 50-year-olds, but some, or it's just some who are just of an older generation, they're gonna tell you, oh no, that's a not a good idea, or they're at least gonna tell you like like reasons why that's not a good idea, just how you should work or go to school hard. But it's like, dude, it's like I said, it's not gonna be easy, but I feel like, dude, it's worth the risk in the long run. I know I'm gonna do it. I don't know when, but like, and I don't know if it will be with construction or what it'll be with, but dude, I know I'm gonna take the risk because like I said, bro, life's way too short to be working for somebody else. Especially
Yeah.
like I'm already feeling some type of way about it now. I got a wife, and I want to, I'm willing to work so hard. Like I work 40 hours a week now for someone else, and I'm willing to, bro, if I had my own business, I'm talking I would work 50 hours a week, but doing it under my time, you know what I mean? Like because I could work like I don't know. I don't know. Bad explanation kind of, but like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's almost like I've always wanted to work to a point where the more hours you work, the like, or no, I guess that's a bad example. The harder you work, the more money you're gonna get, you know. And if you're just working a job like you or me work, it really doesn't matter exactly what your work ethic is, especially if you're at a place like me that doesn't give merit-based raises. It doesn't really matter how hard you work every day. It's just the amount of hours you're at that place clocked in.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
You
Yeah,
know?
it makes sense.
And yeah, but so that's what we're working towards. Have we talked about the skate park idea on the air? Because we could talk about that after break.
Yeah, no, I don't think we have. We can air that out.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break for the sake of cameras, and we'll be right back. And me and Danny have been rolling around the idea of our ultimate goals with the podcast. So stay tuned, and you'll get to hear all about that.
Oh, no, 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 no. No! 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 No!
It's just floppy. So I've got a can of Bondo I got from Lowe's.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Yes! Yes, dude!
Yeah!
In the body. No, I didn't. Hey!
Yeah, you found out what to do. Keep those legs out. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show into all the apps people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing by reading this ad. And let me tell you guys a little bit about Anchor. So, like I said, it's a one-stop shop, distributing, you put your podcast on. It couldn't be easier to use. My brother and I, when we started this podcast, we're looking around for a website. Where do we get our podcast up and running? How do we get it? Literally those exact questions. How do we get it on iTunes? How do we get it on Spotify? And I was trying to do that stuff by myself. And that's when I started looking up. And there's other ones you can use like JPod and all that. But let me tell you, Anchor, nobody's going to do it as great as Anchor. And most of all, it's free. So that's what you always do, man. That's what you love, is Anchor being free. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me in the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. Once again, that's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that ad. Before the break, Danny and I were talking about jobs and what we want to ultimately do and being our own bosses and stuff like that. And one idea that we have for this podcast that I don't know if we've shared with listeners or anything like that, but obviously Danny and I want this to be like a community thing and, for art and music and all of that stuff. But skateboarding is like the biggest part of our lives. So we thought, what better like dream job than to open and run our own skate park / skate shop / like music venue type business, you know what I mean? And Danny, I was wondering if assuming like money wasn't a factor, this was just like a Roller Coaster Tycoon type video game shit, and you were able to make a skate park / like skate shop, whatever you wanted to add with it, what would be your like realistic dream skate park if you were to run one?
My realistic dream skate park?
I mean, realistic in the sense of like you can't be like, so I'll have like a roller coaster in the back and then like there's also a beach on the side that you can. Like,
no, right? No, bro, that's too funny. No, I'd have to say it would have to be like I definitely need a good rec center. Like, I don't want to get into the ramps and boxes and all that, the layout of the skate park, just because anyone listening or watching who's not a skater is just going to be like, okay, cool. But, like,
yeah,
that's between skaters. If you want to know my personal thing, you can message me on Instagram, King Lombardo 47. I'll let you know, fill you in, everything. But for now, I'd say, like, what's important to me is a good recreation-wise, because we have veterans. That's our training grounds. That's our thing. And that's terrible, but what we grew up on was Fort Myers, and that's okay. that was okay, but it was a good. It makes for I want to be, I don't know, all these things. It's like it just, I don't know, man. I want to have a nice freaking AC facility with a skate shop in it, and kids can buy all the gear that they don't, if something breaks or whatever. We have everything, and knowledge employees to just teach these kids or let them know, like, what's good with skating. And I hope I can be, I hope I can be there, because like you said, that's our goal with this podcast. And that's where I want to be, is just freaking running the skate shop. We got snacks too, bro. We got an air fryer. That's the thing about our skate park. We have an air fryer. So, like, dude, bro, I'm telling you, bro, these kids,
like I can see it now, the like events that would be thrown, because we wouldn't have to hire a food truck. We could just get our license to like sell, whatever you need to get to make your business also something that can sell handmade food. And then someone could just be back there cooking up food, burgers, hot dogs, air fry some French fries and stuff like that. And like, all sorts of fruits for the kids. That's one thing I would want to include, aside from like what the skate park looks like or what sort of like warm up / rec area we would include. I would want to make sure that like like spread the message of health, you know what I
For
mean, to
sure.
the younger generation. And so like when kids are coming to the skate park, the older people that they're looking up to, like people like you and me and Kyle and our whole crew, they would see us like stretching before every session, even though it looks kind of dorky, and like just doing little stuff to rehab after a little ankle sprain, and like all these things that like I feel like when we were kids were kind of looked at as like lame or just like not really needed. It was just like, oh, whatever, we don't really need to stretch. We could just drink Coke while we skate and this and that. Like it's getting better nowadays. I feel like the it's less like, even though skating's always going to be all punk rock and stuff like that, it's also become more of like this athletic exercise, you know what I mean? This like this sport, and people are treating it like that. And I would want our place to really push that onto people, is how important health is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also difference about our skate park. I want it to be 24/7, 24/7 access. So like, bro, that slider, you know what I'm saying? Little key fob. Members have a key fob. Beep boop.
That is a great fucking idea. And we could do it to where
Put gates around the store,
like
around around the storefront merchandise.
no, yeah, like all that locks up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the skate park will just be the key fob
Just
thing,
gives
and then
you
if
the
wanna skate
pathway.
the park 24/7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we couldn't even like, man, that I don't want to talk about logistics, but we would have to figure out like if we would even care if just like one dude out of the whole crew had a key fob, paid for a membership, and just like let all his friends in at night. Like if the membership was, I feel like we could probably not even care
I guess
if
it
people
depends.
did
I
that.
guess it
wouldn't-
depends truthfully as a business owner standpoint how the skate park was doing, because having a 24/7 skate park like that's also going to be a venue. You know, we're gonna have like, you know, we're gonna have a studio, like storefront stage presence area where we can host like shows and stuff. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's just gonna draw a lot more nightlife attraction.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what we're talking about. This is my
No,
favorite subject though.
No, well we could say like cuz think how many people, if it's 24/7, how many people are going to be like us, how like we go to Ride Nature like late at night or whatever. Like I don't feel like there's going to be that many people doing that, and when it is, it'll be like maybe one or two crews of kids a night or something, maybe
true.
that. And
That's
on
true.
weekends maybe a little more. So we could do it to where like when someone unlocks the door with the key fob, we could have like one of those Ring like security systems that shows video of who's coming in. And if we see the thing scans one key fob and there's like 6 dudes coming in, then we could like look up that dude's account and talk and like email him or like talk to him in person next time we see him and be like, hey, you can't
Yeah,
be bringing-
bro.
like they y'all gotta get.
That's
you know,
what they
like,
do in
suspend the
gated
membership.
communities, bro. Oh, we got HOA fees.
We're doing this, and plus, if you know, we have like you and our whole fucking family, Zach and Dad, and like everyone are so knowledgeable about construction. We could make a dope ass setup and do it all for way
For
cheaper
cheap.
than someone
Yeah,
else
bro.
could.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah.
man, that makes me so happy.
I know it'll happen one day, bro. It will happen. Like I said, from the start of this podcast, we started this podcast in 2019. Right? Right? 2019?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, we started, I believe, March of 2019. I said,
Yes,
I
sir.
said, I told my girl, give me 10 years. 10 years with the podcast stuff. And she's grinding out on YouTube, bro. And I got no doubt she'll be
Yep.
one of the biggest YouTubers. I got no doubt about that. But talking to us on the podcast, give us 10 years. And you and I wrote that long-term goal. And this was it. We're kind of spilling some deets, but this was I mean there's some more in there, but like for the most part everything we just talked about, that's what we got planned, dude. That is the big 10-year goal, at least, you know, max 10-year goal, like by 2029. You know, we're trying to
Yeah.
have that hopefully sooner, as soon as possible. We've already looked, like, you know, don't sleep, bro. We're not scared, bro. I will take out a loan for $100,000 tomorrow.
I'll sleep in that bitch. I'll sleep in that skate park if I have to. at
We're not
first.
scared.
Hey, can you get me? Are you close enough to the camera to where you can give me a knuckle bump?
Yep.
Give me a knuckle bump. No. I'm talking
Oh,
your
the
recording
recording
camera, so
camera.
the episode, so the so the viewers can see it. Let's knuckle bump that. Bam. I think mine got it.
All right.
But anyways, what the main thing we wanted to talk about in this episode was like the mental health aspect of COVID and how the quarantine and just like social distancing has been affecting everyone's mental. Did you have any input on that, Danny? First off rip.
I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot that can be said, and I don't know if we can have time all in this episode, but you know, like you said, this is something that we're diving into more and that we're gonna touch on more in the episodes to come in the near future. But because you know we drop new episodes every Monday, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Hit that like button,
share it with your friends,
share it with your boys, share it with your girls, share it with your family. I don't care. Thank you. No, but for real, on a more serious note, I think with everything going on, man, there's a lot of worry for mental health, and like I said, there's too much to touch on to just throw it in what we have left in this episode. So there's definitely more to come, but for me personally, it's like, and I've heard it on so many other podcasts, so I know I'm not crazy, but it's like, just aside from everything else, aside from the craziness that's going on, and all the stress that everything brought, just staying in your house, bro. Like I was thankful enough that I was still like where I live, you know, there's a yard and outside, and I was able to drive down the road because in my community there's a lake and I could fish in it. So like, you know, I thank God for that, for real, because, dude, it's a serious issue, and that's why I want to touch on it, because for a lot of people, like, and because I know, I think I'm very in touch with my body to the point where I know what's good. Like, if I'm feeling antsy or feeling riled up, I'm going to go for a longboard ride, or I'm going to work out outside, or I'm going to go fishing if I'm, like, already worn out, but I'm just still feeling like I gotta do something, you know, because for me, I'm always on the run, dude. I'm always on the run, bro. Like, I'm always looking for what's the next move, for real. Like, I am very seldomly just chilling. Like, I do like to chill. I do like to relax. Don't get me wrong, but very, very rarely am I like, I don't know, like, I don't know what you'd call the opposite of lazy. But that's what I am. Like, active, I guess? I don't know. I'm always just looking for what's next. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's affecting everyone on the whole planet, too, which is insane, you know? So, like...
Oh, yeah. I got carried away. I got on a tangent.
And no, it's all good. But, like... And some people might not think about it like that. Like, this situation, this virus is affecting everyone in a lot of ways, like their jobs and livelihood and this and that, but like, I don't know, so, like, I have been kind of treating the whole thing as from a mental health standpoint. All of this is really taxing on your mental, you know, because I work in the public, and it is like, at the beginning it was so stressful, man, and then aside from that, just like this social distancing concept. Like, bro, even with you, I see you pretty regularly, you know, like I'll see you just in passing, even though we stay pretty distant. I'll see you, so it's not like that big of a deal. And then we have podcasts, we talk to each other pretty much every day, so it's not like I'm completely distant from you. But even just not being able to have you come inside and like chill with us, you know, and like watch TV or like play video games with us, like in person, is like. And imagine the people, like, I have friends who their whole life was social, you know what I mean? And so, like, they were always just hugging at events with all these crowds, these extroverted people, and now have none of that. And they're not allowed to have any of that. So they're going crazy. And just from I got to admit to myself, personally, just like, I think a lot of it had to do with the stuff going on with me, just moving houses, getting a dog, like all these changes in my life, my knee injury, dealing with that for the last 6 months. Like, all these things have just changed my life so crazy to the point where, like, it has been affecting my mental health severely. And I like, called you the other day because I just was starting to realize it, that I just was unhappy, just was very unhappy. And, like, I don't like to use the word depression because that's, like, that can be a really serious mental issue. And if you're just like feeling a little sad, I don't like for myself personally to like use that term, but I like it comes to the point where you got to be honest and just use it and say, hey, like I'm suffering from depression, and like and you know it too when you wake up. Like I've had times where I've got so much to do, and I have a huge. That's why I called you the other day, because I had a huge to-do list, and I used to be able to knock all that stuff out. I would get good sleep, I would eat well, I'd exercise pretty much every day in some way, I would skate regularly, I would I would paint and just write and edit and do all these things because they were things that made me happy. And lately it because of all this stuff in the world, it's gotten to the point where I turn on Spotify and none of my playlists sound good despite all the genres I have. There's usually something I'm in the mood for, and I'm almost always listening to music. Lately there's been times where I just turn it on, nothing sounds good, I just close the app. And then like food, I'll go in the kitchen, I fucking love food, I love to cook, I love shopping. I haven't been grocery shopping. No food really sounds good. So I've been like eating a little worse because the only thing that like really is like appealing to me is just like burgers and just unhealthy stuff, sweets. I've been back on a sweets binge, and like I just had to like put my foot down and just realize like, yo, you haven't been making new paintings, you haven't been working on your audiobook, you haven't been doing this. And granted, like a lot of it is because of time management, like with the dog and the new house, like I had to get the washing machine. And so for this whole intro to this household, everything's just kind of been up in the air, and it hasn't been until just now that I'm really starting to like exhale and be like, okay, this is my home, we're good now, we got a washer and dryer, we have this, we're all set in jobs, we know how to pay the bills, like it's all secure. And now I can remember these things that I need to be doing, even if it's hard to get out and like do some sit-ups or like go jog around the block. It's so hard to like take that first step, but doing that is going to give you that like those chemicals that your brain has been lacking, and it's going to help. And so I'm not going to say that that's like the answer to everyone's problems or their depression is just like do something that makes you happy, because sometimes it's impossible. It's just like you can't get out of bed. It's impossible to do those things. But just recognizing that you have that going on in your brain and remembering like, okay, these are the things that make me happy in life. These are the things I need to start getting back to, even if it's as simple as just drawing a picture in your sketchbook. If you can't get the energy to paint, draw a picture in your sketchbook, or just like make one to-do list, do the dishes one time, just like do one little thing
that's what it's
that
about.
might start just start chipping away at the to-do list that you've been neglecting. Just like start somewhere to like and to just kind of start feeling better, you know what I mean? And it can be a long road, and it can be a seemingly endless road for some people, but it's important to address it and talk about it. And that's what we really want to do these next handful of episodes and like this next stretch of the podcast, just because it is such a pressing issue right now.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, dude. No. Yeah, you said it pretty good. Yeah, it's something we're definitely going to be touching on more. And I'm excited. I'm excited to touch on that more. And it is a serious issue. Yeah, for real.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I encourage people to like, people call them like Debbie Downers or whatever. People are just always like down or and whatnot. But
everybody has feelings.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody's
and it's
got
okay
feelings.
to feel.
It is okay to
It's
feel.
okay to feel, And so like if like I try to. There are certain people I reached out to a lot of people I didn't feel comfortable talking to about some of these issues, but I had my people that I talked to and I felt safe talking to, even if it's just like one person that you can go to just to be like, hey, I thought I had these thoughts today, and like I want to break that down a little bit. Your friends shouldn't be your therapists, and if you need a therapist, like that's the route you should go, But sometimes it can just be as simple as just talking with your friend and just like chatting through some things, and like that can be the one thing that gives you that little bit of serotonin to keep you going for the day,
Yeah. So, on a lighter note, I got a couple things. We got a couple minutes left before we wrap this up, but I do want to say I talked about not getting my hair cut. You want to talk about getting your hair cut?
Speaking of changes going on, like there's been all these changes in my life and all these new steps I'm taking and like growth I've done this last like month.
That'll
or two
be
or
the
whatever.
name of this episode.
And like
Brian cuts his hair? ? Exclamation point. Yes.
Yeah, and so like
we got to get you a thumbnail.
So it's just
get you a thumbnail right now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's work. But it's just been bothering me. I've had long hair since. I always tell people last time I had short hair was middle school. So that just, and I'm 25, almost 25. So like that just puts into perspective how long I've had long hair. And even when it's like less long than it is now, it's still long ass hair, you know?
Right.
And so I've always just had to like get used to washing it and like conditioning it and like combing it and keeping it in a bun when it's hot and like, you know, just dealing with it when it's hot in general. And all right, I'll try to get a thumbnail. I don't know how good the camera could see me. Could you do like a questioning face, like a what the fuck, on your
Yeah,
camera?
I got you.
Yeah, and then we'll use this for the thumbnail. But yeah, no, like like this last whole month, dude, since I moved in here, like, or even longer than that, I just every time I like comb my hair or whatever, I've been trying to do stuff to make it healthier. But the more I think about it, I think I'm just like annoyed with having long hair and whatnot. So I want to try out. You know, I always tell you watch that show Queer Eye, and on Netflix. And there's this dude, this hairstylist in there that he says you should wear the look, don't let the look wear you. So like my long hair, the reason that I don't want to experiment with other things is just for the sheer fact of like, well, I just have long hair, like that's just my thing, and like it would be weird if I changed that. And I can't let the look wear me. I gotta wear the look. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna switch it up. And and I noticed. I just told Bree off air when she was asking me, like the times I like my image the most is when like my hair's up in a beanie. That's why I wear beanies so much now. Or like in my hat, like it just was. Like those are the looks I like best about myself. I think just because it looks like cleaner and more like together. Because my hair is just so like I don't know. It just seems dry and like crinkly, and I don't like it, honestly. So I think I'm gonna reach out to. What should I do? Should I just like go to a place you go and just be like, yo, this is how I want to look. Can you cut it like that? Is that what they do? Is that how that works?
Yeah, bro, it's amazing. Change your life. Go to Ace of Fades. Go to Ace of Fades.
Do you think they could do the styles
And book,
that I want?
book
Because I
Trap
don't
and
want it
Jab.
to be
What
like.
do you want?
I don't know. Honestly, I was looking. That's why I posted it on my Instagram story. Check out my Instagram, Professor Shred. It's on my story if you want to put input. But oh no, I didn't. I wanted to ask like what styles.
You
I
act
should,
like,
like,
this is gonna go
go
up.
for
You
it.
act like that's gonna go on your story when this is up.
Oh, it's not. You're right. They're only 24
hilarious.
hours.
Nah, but
Anyways.
Nah, but we gotta
No,
we
I'm
gotta wrap
debating,
this
though.
up
I don't
soon.
know. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll say, I don't know. I'll say this, man. I had long hair too, as you know. We grew up with it, and at one point, someone just told me, "Look, bro." It was Austin Tompkins actually. So shout out Austin Tompkins. He said, "Look, man." And I didn't even really know this kid, but he said, "Look, man. We were at my friend Lenny's house. He said, "Look, I used to have long hair too, bro. It was just like yours." This is what he said to me. He's like, and then I cut that. He's like, I cut it, and he's like, bro, I'm telling you, you gotta cut your hair, cause he was trying to get me to cut my hair. I'm like, no, bro. And he's like, I'm telling you, dude, I had hair like you. You just gotta cut it. And I did. And dude, at first I was like, bro, he's crazy. I was like trying to tell him to cut my hair. He's crazy. And then like a couple months went by. I was like, yeah, I'll cut my hair. Cut my hair. I've had short hair ever since, bro. It's a fact. Had short hair ever since. Fact.
Dang. All right, I'll have to look at some hairstyles then. Make a decision.
All right. So, next thing, quickly.
Where can I find
Next
us at,
thing,
dude?
quickly talk about SpaceX launch today. All right, so
yeah?
that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. This has been episode 54 of the City of Palms podcast. Thank you guys for watching, listening, rocking with us. And stay tuned. Stay tuned for our mental health series. Not really a series. We're not professionals, but
We're
we
just
do know what
kids.
it's like, man. We do know what it's like, for real. I feel like I got a lot of input to say. I don't know if I can get it out the best way I'd like to. Maybe I'll come correct next time with some notes on how to like properly translate it. But I feel like I got a lot to say on these subjects. So, yeah, stay tuned. We got new episodes every Monday. YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
We got highlight clips on there. We got highlight clips on social media every single week.
Yep. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and that's about it on social medias to
And the
to keep up
YouTube
with us.
channels. The YouTube
Yeah,
channels.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we've both been trying to grind on that.
What you mean?
My YouTube
Oh,
channel. Is
oh,
Professor Shred.
right. My bad. Yeah. Plug your YouTube. Yeah. Right. My bad.
Yeah, because I've been trying to make more videos through all of this and more content on my Professor Shred channel. So if you want to see my art and skating and goofiness, you can follow me there. And then Danny has been trying to start his own up too.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not gonna plug.
Details to
Yeah.
be determined.
Yeah. I'm still not gonna plug that. I feel bad. I've been flagging for months, and now I don't have an excuse. It used to be don't have my own computer. Now I have my own Mac. So.
Yeah.
Gotta get on it.
Hey, do you think Bree has a trailer for her channel we could put in the ad segment this time?
Oh, I
Bree's
told
channel?
her
'Cause
about
her
it.
channel has been killing it.
I told her about it. I don't know if she.
We could put it in the ad break.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll see if if she has it on, or if she's made it.
For sure. All right. It's about that time.
All right. Yep. Thank you guys so much. Yep. That's it. I already said the outro. Follow us on social medias. Thank you guys so much. Camera just died.